Today we're going to be doing intermediate. I'm going to show you traditional grip and I'm going to show you. This is Clayton Skinner. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Beat. Hello again. My name is Clayton Skinner and today I'm going to run you through some advanced bass drum techniques. Today I'm going to show you how to play multiple 16th notes in one bar. Now the idea of it is to play two of them at a time, which is what I call pairing. It's when they're either coming out of the hi-hat or the 16th note, or they're going into the hi-hat. The terms going into the hi-hat and coming out of the hi-hat refer to when you're playing the first hit of the bass drum. So for instance, going out of the hi-hat, the first hit will be on the hi-hat, and the second hit will fall between or right after. Going into the hi-hat, the first hit will be between the hi-hat, and the second one will be right on it. So if you look at the PDF, Lesson A has what I call the 16th notes coming out of the hi-hat. Now we already know that the hi-hat represents the 8th notes. So it goes 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E. Exercise B on the PDF has the 16th notes going into the hi-hat or 8th notes, unlike A, which were coming out of it. So if you read B, it says this. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to show you how to apply these beats. The first beat has the bass drum going in to the hi-hat, and it's going to take place on the and 3. So it'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So groove number 2 is an example of the bass drums coming out of the hi-hat. So in this particular case, we have the bass drum on the 3E. So it goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3E and 4 and. Number 3, we're going to put these last two exercises together. The bass drum will be on 1E and then A3. So it'll go like this: 1E and 2 and A3 and 4 and. Now we're going to get on to a little bit more tricky beats. So these are going to be the same concept, they're just going to be moved around. So for instance, number 4, we have the bass drum on and of 2. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the 5th groove on the PDF has the bass drum on the and of 3. So it sounds like this. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the last 2 were my examples of coming out of. So now we're going to be going back in. The bass drum in this particular case happens on the E and of 2. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. So finally, we have number 7. Now 7 has the bass drum on the E and of 3. So it sounds 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. So if you've seen some of the other videos, you know that there's different techniques that you can use to pull some of this stuff off. So for instance, the heel down technique, you can use the slide technique, or you can use the heel toe technique. Whatever technique suits you best is the one that you should use. It's important that you have to practice these lots. Now these beats aren't every beat that you could come up with. Obviously there's a lot more possibilities that you can add. I probably might actually make another video involving this. So let's just call this one part 1. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Make sure you check out the next video that I just decided to make.